Many people will tell you not to run ads, especially if you're newer to business, but I think waiting too long to learn ads can keep you stuck. Welcome back to my channel. If you are a Kingdom coach, course creator, digital product seller, or faith-led entrepreneur who wants consistent sales without depending on constant posting, random launches, or complicated tech, you are in the right place. So be sure to subscribe. Today, I want to talk about why I believe ads are one of the most important skills you can learn if you want to scale, why ads feel so scary in the first place, and why one of the biggest shifts in my business was when I stopped sending paid traffic to a freebie offer. All right, so yes, ads can feel terrifying. You've got money going out, but you're not sure if anything is going to come back or when. When you post organically, it may feel safer because you're not paying for every view or click. But when you turn on ads, it's like everything gets more serious and you start wondering, are people going to click? Are they going to sign up? Is money going to come back? Am I doing this wrong? Is this going to work for me? And I totally understand all of these thoughts and fears, but here's the shift. Ads feel the scariest when you're sending traffic into a weak or incomplete system. Ads are not the whole strategy. Ads are just traffic. They get people to the path. So the better question is not, should I run ads? The better question is, what am I sending this traffic into? Because ads expose what's already there. Ads will expose if your offer is unclear, if your sales page is weak, if your messaging is off, and that can feel uncomfortable, but it is so valuable because ads give you faster feedback. This is where I disagree with a lot of common advice. Many people say, don't run your ads until your offer is proven. But for me, ads are what help you prove the offer faster. If you're only selling to a warm audience, that's good, but it doesn't always mean your offer is ready to scale. Your warm audience already knows you. They have context, they trust you, they may have been following you and heard about your story for months. Cold traffic is different. Cold traffic doesn't know you yet. They're making fast decisions based on your hook, your message, your offer, your sales page, your pricing, that kind of thing. That's why cold traffic is such a powerful test. It shows if your offer is clear enough for people, and you want that. That matters when you're scaling, because scaling and growth requires new people seeing your offer every single day, and that is why I believe ads are a skill worth learning. Organic content is great. I believe in that. I believe in, sharing your message, getting out there and building your audience like that. But organic reach is so unpredictable. You can create a great post or a reel and only a small percentage of your audience actually sees it. You can have a strong offer, but if the same circle of people keep seeing it, your growth will feel limited because it is. Ads let you get your offer in front of new people on purpose, and that's powerful. If I were starting over today, I would focus on two things: a strong, low-cost offer and learning how to run paid traffic to it, because that combination gives you feedback, gives you data, buyers, and something to improve. This is why I stopped sending paid traffic only to freebie offers. Now, I'm not against freebies. Freebies can build your list and introduce people into your world. But when you pay for traffic to a freebie, you are paying now and hoping for sales later. You pay for the click, you pay for the lead, then you wait to see if they open the emails and if they eventually buy. That can work, and it does work, if you have a strong follow-up, a proven back end, and enough cash flow to wait. But for a lot of entrepreneurs, including me, that delay feels stressful. Money going out today, but revenue might not come back until later. Super stressful. And when that happens, your brain starts predicting failure. You start thinking, maybe ads don't work for me. Maybe people don't really want this. Maybe I should turn this off. And that is when you start making decisions from fear instead of data. Low-cost offer funnels changed that for me. When I started sending paid traffic to low cost offers, I started getting feedback so much faster. I had started, getting sales faster. And let me say, it's not because ads worked perfectly or that my offer converted instantly. Sometimes it takes testing and tweaking, but I was no longer just paying for curiosity. I was giving people a chance to buy right away. That is a different kind of feedback. A freebie opt-in tells you someone is interested, right? They're raising their hand. But a low-cost offer purchase tells you someone is willing to take action and invest. A freebie shows curiosity. A purchase shows buying intent. And when you're paying for traffic, buying intent matters so much. You do not just want to know if people will click. You want to know if people will buy. And that's why low cost offers are so powerful. It really just gives someone a simple first step. You're not asking cold traffic to immediately buy your highest level offer. You are giving them a small buying decision, something specific that solves a real problem that they already know they have right now. But low cost offers does not mean random. People do not buy just because something is inexpensive. They buy because the offer feels very clear, relevant, and valuable to them. So if I were creating a low cost offer, I would not ask, what can I make quickly or cheaply? I would ask, what problem does my person already know they have? What simple win can I help them get? What would make them think, I need this right now? That is the kind of offer I want to put traffic behind, because if cold traffic can understand it and buy it, now I have something real to build around. That is when ads become even more powerful. They help you stop guessing, show you what people click, show you what people ignore, show what people buy. They show you what needs to be improved, and that's huge. And even when something doesn't work, again, very, very useful. If people click but do not buy, maybe the page is unclear. Maybe you're not, being specific enough, or maybe the offer is too broad. Maybe the messaging is just unclear. Now you know where to look. You are not saying, my whole business is not working anymore, okay? You're saying this part of the system needs to be improved. That is a totally different way to build. And ads are not a verdict on your calling. Ads are not proof that your idea is wrong. Ads are just feedback, data. They show you what is clear, what is confusing, what people want, and what needs work. And that is how ads become less scary for me, because they gave me evidence. When I started seeing buyers come in from a low-cost offer, my confidence changed. All my thoughts changed. When you see sales, even small ones, your brain gets different evidence and it starts to think, wait a second, people are buying. This message is connecting. This offer has potential. This direction is worth pursuing and building. And when your thoughts change, your decisions change too. You test instead of panic. You improve instead of quit. You build around what is working. You get really focused instead of chasing something new. And that's big. That focus changed so much in my business. Like, instead of always asking, what should I create next, or getting shiny object syndrome, I started asking, what is already working? What message is getting attention? What offer is creating buyers? What problem are people responding to? What can I improve instead of replace? That is where momentum comes from. Not from constantly starting over, but from finding what is working and going deeper, improving it, driving more paid traffic to it, serving those buyers well, creating the next step. That is the power of paid traffic paired with a low-cost offer funnel. And this is exactly why I created the Daily Sales Workshop, because it is one thing to hear, run ads to a low-cost offer funnel. It's another thing to understand how this kind of sales system actually works. So inside the Daily Sales Workshop, I walk you through the bigger picture of how low-cost offer funnels create buyer momentum, why this model works so well with paid traffic, and how to think about building a simple sales path that does not depend on posting all day. So if you're thinking, I know I need a better system behind my ads, or I want to understand how low-cost offer funnels create daily sales, you can grab the Daily Sales Workshop through the link below. Because the goal is not just to run ads. The goal is to send those ads into a system. That is why ads became less scary for me when I had a system behind them. So if you want to grow, if you want to scale, I believe learning ads is one of the most important things you can focus on. Ads allow you to get in front of new people every single day, like I said before, on purpose. And new people are what grow your business. So to avoid ads just because they feel scary is not the thing to do. Just learn how to do this system and they will feel less scary. Before you go, I want you to answer this in the comments. Are you currently running ads? Do you want to run ads but feel nervous about wasting money? And if ads feel scary to you, what feels like the scariest part to you right now? Comment below and let me know, and I'll see you on the next video.